What's up, everybody? We have a 20 or 21 Colorado Chevy. It's a, I don't know, Z71. So the big thing with these trucks is this door panel that's just all in the way. You can take these off if you want. Screw here, you have to pull this switch panel out, 2 screws down here, 2 screws in the bottom, all the clips come out, and then you're best off to disconnect the weather stripping from the panel because they have little tabs that has to line up in. I've actually never taken the panels off. I have always, maybe if we just turn it off, I think it still beeps, but I've never taken the panels off. I've always been able to slide it down through there. We'll see if that works today. I'm gonna grab a different, use this brand new Tint Wiz Tri-Edge that's only touched film twice. Reason why I'm using GeoShield C2 carbon and carbon 20%. Thought it was C2, right? I don't know. Whatever this carbon is, it has an extremely soft coat or scratch coat or whatever you want to call it. Scratch is really super easy, and I don't know, at least in my experience in comparison to other films that I've used. I did a truck yesterday and I had to I double cut, so I actually had to cut 6 patterns for it because the first pattern I made a mistake. I got my cut all weird here and I was like, nah, not even gonna try to get that to work. So then the second set, I took my Fusion Hybrid. A lot of you guys will probably see I got the blue side out now rather than the orange side. I went like that to mount my pattern so I could cut my top edge, and it gouged a slit. Like, it was like you could hear it hit your fingernail. It was bad. So ruined those patterns. I could have saved the driver's side, but whatever. And then I also noticed after I got my 6 set on there, the freaking the blue side, right? So I'd switch this around. I went like that, and I noticed there was like a little scratch right here. So I mean, I have to say it was in the tint from the squeegee. I don't think that it was one of those deals where you could see it, but you couldn't feel it or anything. So it was kind of difficult to say for sure whether or not it was, it could have been something in the glass, but I'm fairly certain that it was the tint being scratched. So it's definitely not super easy to do it this way. I would definitely not fault anybody for taking these panels off, or if you're not confident enough to take the panels off, turning these away altogether, because it can be tricky to tuck these down in there, and we may have to do this over. I mean, if I mess this up, then I will go ahead and take the panels off. I've got plenty of time to do this morning. I'm not in a rush or hurry at all. In a little bit, I should be going to go do a commercial flat glass job, but UPS lost my package, so I don't have the film. They said this is Friday, so they sent me a notification that it was delivered Wednesday at my door, but it wasn't. They didn't even stop. And so then file report, all this stuff, and long story short, Sun Distributing thinks that the Avery gave me the wrong tracking number. Well, gave them the wrong tracking number. And, you know, then they give it to me. So, yeah, it's just a whole fiasco. But supposedly it will be here today. We'll see. At this point, I don't trust it. It's been a stupid week as far as deliveries go. UPS has lost this package. FedEx lost another package that I had ordered, and they damaged it. So it's like I just don't even know. Just been a crappy week as far as ordering stuff goes. So what I want to make sure, I'll get my gap nice and tight, but I also want to make sure that I don't have a cut line here, which I don't. We will double check. No cut line there, so as long as we can hold this in place, mount this, not scratch it, we should be pretty well good to go, I'd say. I always kind of wondered if the blue side on these was any different than the orange side, and it definitely is. It's definitely got a different feel to it when you're running it on the film. I wouldn't say it's a bad thing. It's just a thing, I guess you could say. I normally just use my regular blue tri-edge, but I don't want to scratch the film, so that's shifted on me just slightly. So what I'm gonna do is just right there, I think. It'll be perfect. Now the fun part. That's definitely not ideal for it to have touched the panel, but this is the tricky part, getting it to slide down in there because your shank's really not quite long enough. I think we got it though. Now we have to be careful because this is not, it's not super anchored down like this. This film is not super aggressive as far as the adhesive goes. I don't mind it, it's just something you gotta kind of be cautious of. Okay. Good Lord, I'm tired of listening to that. Let's wipe this down real good. I don't make a huge deal about these streaks on the panel. Generally, my slip solution's not on there long enough for it to matter. But if I do get some streaks, some soap streaks or whatever, excuse me, I'll just hit it with a little glass cleaner when I'm done. Clean it all up. It takes about 2 extra minutes to do all the doors, so it's not really a big deal in my opinion. I've thought a lot about getting some panel covers, and I really probably should, but my thing is you're going to spend time putting those on and off too, so are you really saving time? I think that the biggest advantage those would offer would be making sure that you don't damage cars with like delicate interiors. So there we go. I think that's not in the film, so I think it's just, yeah, it's just soap on the glass there, well, on the film. And then I noticed that we had something going on here, a little bit of moisture right there. So I'll use our little Fusion Turbo, give it just a little squirt. Try to push all that out. And then push up. Should be good to go. Use a dry microfiber there. Wipe all this up. See if we can't. Whoa. I just want to get in the edges there and try to make sure that try to make sure it looks good on the outside. No bubbles, no folds, no creases. That's a good looking window right there. Cleaned up with some glass cleaner before we're all done. You can see some streaks and stuff, but there's how you do it, guys. You don't have to pull the door panels off on these. It does make life a little bit easier, but like I said, you know, in regards to the panel covers, you're gonna spend time taking this door panel off and putting it back on, plus it's increasing your risk. So if it can be done consistently and safely and still get a good result without doing that, then, you know, in my opinion, I'm not going to pull the panels. You know, I've done some trucks that have tried to fight me on it, but as long as in my, like, here's what I do. I don't cut a ton of film either way, and I don't cut very much on the bottom, so that doesn't I don't have so much film to tuck, so I don't have to try to fight it. It just kind of drops right in, and that's how you do it, guys. So hopefully this video helps you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.